Hi, good morning. Today we are off to another start, another vacation, another road trip. Just the three of us, me, my wife and Purikit our driver, in our beloved Toyota Crista. A road trip to Daringbadi through coastal Odisha. We left home a little before 6 a.m. in the morning and are now on Ma flyover heading out of the city. We drove for 1.5 hours and traversed around 50 kilometers from home to reach Azadin Dhaba, our customary halt for breakfast whenever we travel this way. Our favorite breakfast menu here, tandoori aloo paratha with chana masala. I have seen many people going out for long road trips and I always envied them. Now that we have retired and have ample time in hand, we plan to make many such trips and today's outing is going to be our first such experiment. We prefer a relaxed holiday and thus our road trips are designed such that each day is not hectic and doesn't exceed a maximum of 5 to 6 hours of driving. Our rides will have a break every 2 hours and finally check into hotels before sunset. It's now 11:45 am and we are in Baleshwar. If we go straight, we will reach Baleshwar town, but we will turn left from here and bypass the town to go to Chandipur beach. From here, it is 19 kilometers to Orpita Beach Resort, our tonight's address at Chandipur. We expect to reach there in 45 minutes, that is by 12:30 in the afternoon. Here we are. Quite a decent room with all necessary amenities. This is the view from the balcony. That road leads to the beach, which is just beyond the boundary wall and pine forests. We have come to have our lunch. We have ordered for 1 plate of rice, 1 plate of rui mach which has 2 pieces and 1 plate of crab. Food quality and quantity was good and a special word of appreciation for the crab. We spent the rest of the day at leisure with a long walk along the beach. With this, we end today's vlog. See you all tomorrow. Checked out from Chandipur Hotel and have hit the road at 8:30 am, crossing Bhadrak. Stopped at a local tea stall.
লাল চা 3টে করে দেবো।
লাল চা লেবু নেই।
হ্যাঁ লাল।
ওটা
পাতলা হবে। হবে না।
Have been traveling for 3 hours at a stretch. Needed a break to stretch ourselves and get refreshed with a cup of tea. Crossing Brahmani River between Bhadrak and Kotok. Lovely 3-lane national highway. We have been traveling from one flyover to another on NH16, which bypassed Kotok and Bhubaneswar towns, thus avoiding the city crowds. As a result of this, we were not getting any restaurant to have lunch and we were extremely hungry. Finally, after a few misfires, Google Map helped us find a decent restaurant on a service road. Lovely sight of the mountains around, the Eastern Ghat range. What a beautiful drive and the surroundings. We have crossed Chilika Lake and are about to reach Gopalpur-on-sea. The sun is slowly losing its glare and is now mellowing down. It is around 4:45 in the evening now. Travel for around 7 hours including stoppages. At last, we have arrived at our hotel, Swasti Palm Resort. Checking formalities done and we are now heading to the room. Our room number 404. The room is quite big and spacious. There are two balconies on both sides of the room. This is the rear balcony, the back side of the hotel. And this is the other balcony with the front side view. The reception is that side and our car is parked on the left. We are very tired today, so we opted for an early and very light dinner with chicken thigh soup and shared a plate of dry chili chicken. Good morning. We have come to the seafront. Here there are concrete steps to go down to the beach. The place is very neat and clean. And those are galleries made for people to sit and enjoy watching the sea. Full of activities. As the sun is rising high, we can feel the heat. We decided to return to our hotel, come here again in the evening. The shadows are becoming longer and the mild sun is on its way to hide behind the buildings. It's slowly becoming dark and the stalls are lighting up. We plan to hang around here for some more time before returning to our hotel and retiring for the day. See you all tomorrow morning. Good morning. Cleared our bills. Luggage is being loaded in the car. Bye bye Swasti Palm Beach Resort. It is 8:30 now and we have hit the road. Destination Daringbadi. From sea breeze to pine mist. A quiet transformation of landscape, light and air. Driving uphill, the road began to twist gently upwards through the thick forest of shal and teak. Lovely sight of the mountain covered with dense greenery. We simply couldn't pass but stop here to soak in the beauty of the nature. A small valley with cultivation land surrounded by mountains all around. The straight road leads to Daringbadi, but we are diverting left to visit a very famous monastery, the Jirang Monastery. Jirang Monastery is one of the largest Buddhist monasteries in eastern India and serves as the main center for the monks and followers of the Tibetan community in Odisha. The monastery was personally inaugurated by the 14th Dalai Lama in 2010, which gives it immense spiritual and cultural significance in the Buddhist world. Built in traditional Tibetan style with beautiful ornate murals, a huge golden Buddha's statue and colorful prayer flags. This spiritual and cultural center also has magnificent Tanka paintings depicting Buddhist teachings. This serene, peaceful and scenic location surrounded by the hills is home to a large Tibetan refuge settlement established in the 1960s after the Chinese took over Tibet. There is a canteen within the premises just opposite the monastery where we had Maggi and coffee. Leaving the monastery and heading towards Khasada waterfall. What a wonderful landscape.
অপূর্ব জায়গাখানা। বাধ্য হলাম গাড়ি থামিয়ে এরা ছবি নিতে। এগুলো sugarcane plants and the mountains at the back. Beautiful.
The scenery forced us to stop again and relish its beauty. Vast rocky terrain and the river flowing with water trickling down in steps. Unlike many other waterfalls, here one doesn't have to climb up or down the stairs to get a good view of the falls. And that is the best part of it. I loved it. Khasada Waterfalls, an offbeat location at a remote corner in Odisha. Apurva. Driving through the nature. There's nothing one can do here but gaze at the awestruck beauty in front. Mind-blowing. This is Surada Lake and we are heading towards the Surada Dam. It's quite late in the afternoon now and we are very hungry. We were looking out for a restaurant or a dhaba for quite some time but couldn't find any. The sun ray is scorching hot, but the beauty mesmerized us and pulled us to experience the surroundings. At last we have found a stall where they serve food. Only Maggi and tea, of course. No other option but order for veg masala Maggi, and this is going to be our lunch for the day. The final stage before Daringbadi is pure magic. The thrill is gripping as we climb up the winding ghat roads through the pine forest and coffee plantations. It is 6:30 in the evening now and the sun has gone to sleep wishing us good night. It's become dark, pitch dark, wherein our headlight is piercing through it and leading us ahead. Today's journey took us across many moods of Odisha, and as I always say, that while travelling, the beauty lies not in the destination but in the road that leads you there. Lovely experience. Finally, we reached our home for the night, Utopia Resort. Good morning from Utopia Resort, Daringbadi. It is 6:40 in the morning and I am trying to capture the vibe of the resort and the surroundings. The sun has risen roughly an hour ago, but we couldn't see it so long as it was hiding behind the mountains, and now it has peeped out from the top of it. There is a chill in the air and overall a very pleasant weather at this time of the day. There is a beautiful lawn in the middle and I can see a guest exercising. The lawn has a stage where events are held. The pathway around the lawn. And this is the swimming pool. All these were a view from our front balcony. And this is the view from the rear balcony. The backyard of the resort at the backdrop of the mountain. The breakfast buffet has a good spread and this is what I have taken. Idli and luchi with chola dal. Our lunch is also very simple. Begun bhaja, dal, bhat and maj bhaja. We cherished our 3-night stay here, enjoying the nature walks, sitting in the shade, relaxing with music and books. No hectic sightseeing as we had covered a lot of these while driving up here and we'll see the rest while returning. It is 8 o'clock in the morning now and we've had our breakfast, loaded our luggage in the car and have hit the road. It's going to be a long day today. Daringbadi is surrounded by pine forest, coffee and pepper plantations and lush green valleys. But one thing I don't understand is that why is Daringbadi called the Kashmir of Odisha? It is no doubt a beautiful place, but it doesn't have any similarity or resemblance as Kashmir. Enchanted by this journey through the woods. What a picturesque topography. It is past 1:30 in the afternoon and we are quite hungry. We were told that crabs at Chilika are very famous. So we planned our lunch there at a particular restaurant with reference from a local. We are at Chilika now and are diverting from the national highway into the town in search of the restaurant. Hotel Chilika, a popular local Odia restaurant specially famous for crabs. We took a Odia veg thali each along with crab and fish respectively. Resumed our journey after a delicious lunch. We are now travelling away from the eastern Ghat range as the mountains are slowly transforming into scattered hills. They still look so beautiful. We've been travelling for almost 3.5–4 hours and we needed a chai break to recharge ourselves. So we stopped at the roadside tea stall that also sells savouries and sweets. Our bio breaks during the drive is usually at Indian Oil petrol pumps as these are reasonably clean and well maintained. We are approaching Bhadrak. It is nearing sunset and we will now start looking for a hotel for the night. We have checked in at Bhadrak Panthanivas. Quite a big and spacious room. Good morning. It's 9:30 in the morning and we have resumed our journey again. After a long stretch of driving, we have stopped to stretch our legs and refresh with some tea.
तो सर चाय होगा क्या? हाँ, लाल चाय, हाँ, 3 लाल चाय दीजिए ना.
We have crossed over to Bengal and bypassed Kharagpur town. Now stopped for lunch at a roadside Bengali dhaba, Joy Ma Kali Hotel. Had a good and satisfying lunch, especially the fish, which was very fresh. Now the final lap. Our 7-night, 8-day trip comes to an end, expecting to reach home by 4:30 in the evening. If you have liked this video, then subscribe to this channel and share it with your relatives and friends.